Hey guys, anyway, we're just back. Um, it's been a few months, or almost a month and a half since I've posted my last What If, but it took a lot of planning. I've got most of the story planned out, so yeah. Um, Welcome to my first Naruto What If. Um, I think you guys are gonna like it. You won't see the title of what this is gonna be. I'm just gonna put it as What If Naruto, because, well, you shall see. But let's start off with Naruto in his training. Now, Naruto will have learned Sage Mode early, because Jiraiya felt that if he wanted to control the Nine Tails power, he was going to need Sage Mode to overcome the Nine Tails. So that's exactly what he did. He taught Naruto how to use the Nine Tails. Now, or sorry, how to use Sage Mode. Now, we're gonna skip to a month later. Naruto has already mastered Sage Mode because he had been working on it for a year at that point. That was half of his training trip done. Now, he's working on controlling the Nine Tails power. He's learned to control up to five tails, but he can't control the sixth yet. So, he's training on that. Well, he only just got done with the training for the fifth. He's mastered it. Now on to the sixth. Whenever Naruto enters the sixth, the power is so much from the hatred, because that's what the Nine Tails chakra mostly is. Hatred. So, it's so much hatred that it makes him sink through the floor. Now, keep in mind, he's in Six Tails mode, and he's not in full control. He has some control. Well, let's just say he has most control. But once he starts getting emotional, he'll lose control. Okay? Now, this was 6 months before they were supposed to leave to go back to the Leaf Village. But Naruto sinks through the ground, and he ends up in a huge building with people fighting, and there's three people that catch his eyes because they haven't noticed him yet. A guy making ice, a kid making fire, and a girl knocking their coming up to them and about to punch them. Now, everybody stops as Naruto comes back up through the floor. He's looking around as the guy who's spitting fire and the person who is making ice. Everybody just freezes. Like, they stop what they were doing. Everybody. Now, everybody's getting ready to attack. So, Naruto gets in a defensive position. Now, whenever he's in a defensive position, he's doing what he's like in the photo. Sorry guys if you guys can hear background noise. It's my brother's messing around. Yeah. Now, whenever Deku gets into a defensive position, everybody, the fire guy and the ice guy, go to attack him. Now, he charges up a tailed beast bomb, and he fires. These are weak. They won't kill people and they won't explode, but they're gonna blast them back into a wall and keep them restrained. So he fires two of them, one at each of them. Okay? Now, considering that these two were some of the strongest people there, or yeah, that's they don't want to get involved in that. Only a few people will. Now, I'm sure you guys have already guessed who these people are. If you haven't, I mean, it's Fairy Tail. I'm not gonna put that in the intro or in the title, but yeah, it's Fairy Tail. Now, this is when Urza armors up and goes to attack Naruto. Now, he backs off to the upper floors, and Loxus is in there. Loxus tries to punch Naruto, but gets caught by a tail. Now, Naruto wraps four of his tails. He wraps one tail around his leg, one tail each around his legs, one tail around his arms, and he uses another tail to grab him by the neck. Now he hangs him over the edge of the balcony and drops him. Now, everybody's scared at this point because he practically just demolished Loxus, who was like one of the strongest, if not the strongest, besides the Master Makara. Now, seeing as how he just demolished them, they stand down, but they're still in a real defensive position, ready to attack at any moment. Okay. Now, Naruto speaks out, and his voice is echoed. Who are you guys, and where am I? Now, everybody's wondering what he's talking about. And they say, or let's say, Urza says, you're in the Fairy Tail Guild Hall, and we are Fairy Tail. And he just turns his head, saying, what's Fairy Tail? And now, Fairy Tail's a little more famous in this one. Like, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Okay, I'm back. Had to get something to eat. My brother was bothering me. But where was I? Yeah, right. Fairy Tail's gonna be a little more famous this time. If you're not under the age of 5, you've most likely heard of them. So yeah, and everybody's like, "How old is this guy?" Everybody knows Fairy Tail because they take pride in their name. Um. So yeah. Sorry, I got interrupted. I couldn't say bye. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on how to merge these clips. But yeah, everybody still in a defensive position. But whenever Naruto's tails start to retract, their guard starts to lower, but not a lot. Till he's back to his new form or his regular form, and he looks how he looks in Shippuden. Except this time, he has a Sage Mode cloak. So yeah. Sorry, I got something on my teeth. But to continue, Naruto comes down, and this is when Master Makara comes by, and he doesn't show up in his giant form because this is like the start of the anime. Lucy's already there, and yeah, like Lucy just got there. They haven't even gone on that mansion raid yet for the book of what was it? Kobe? No, I don't know. The Daybreak arc. But yeah, Makaro comes out and asks Naruto where he's from. So Naruto, assuming that he's still in his world, says the Hidden Leaf, and since everybody's still listening to him, they're like, what's a hidden leaf? And Naruto's like, you know, the Hidden Leaf Village, one of the 5 great nations. Alright, had to reach for my drink. But yeah, Naruto just is dumbfounded, just like they were whenever he showed up. So yeah, and not much else happens. Time skip a week, and Naruto's now part of the guild, and that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I think I want to do. This is gonna be my 100k subscriber, or I said 100k. No, this is gonna be my 100 subscriber special. I think I'm gonna do an hour-long one this week, but I'm gonna start writing scripts so they might not be coming out as often because I gotta type them. So expect one before the weekend, I think. Don't get your hopes too high though. Have a nice day, guys.